and do that kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, but by the time we get done here, we'd be surprised if we did go somewhere else. We'd probably be tearing everybody in the asshole. The shit that we've been seeing. So at the end of the day, it's not about how many people you can put down. It's experience over other experiences. They got an experience of shooting people. Have an experience of shooting, but not shooting of that stature. Not to mention, we don't even, as a group, that type of chemistry together either.
no.
Only people that I can say that really have that type of chemistry is Adam and Sammy, and maybe me and you, because we've been in situations before with cars and out of cars, but not anywhere near the stature. I've had like a total of 15 wars, and it's been shitty, it's been ratty. It's never been of a course of suffocation. Suffocation is when basically,
as a guy from
Yakuza, where our block is, right?
Hospital.
A group will go outside further away to put you away where you stand in your area. That's suffocation. It's the exact same thing that ESB did over that fucking drop-off site where you guys had higher ground, but you guys had to move in because you knew exactly what was going to happen. What they do, they stayed on the outside and waited for you guys to move. Yeah.
I think the bigger issue is before the transport was even there were cars like already circling the spot.
Catch you guys beforehand?
There was a car with purple wheels before we even left the spot with the transport. There was a car with purple wheels that was slow rolling after the gunshot stopped. And then we all peeled out, went different directions. Obviously, they're probably going to keep eyes on the transport. So they probably kind of insinuated or guessed at least, okay, well, they're going this way, so they're either going to hit the highway, go up north to Ellis Freeway, or go canals. That was probably the only two options. So lo and behold,
oh, it is, you can't wait it out. You're on a time limit, which is even shittier.
So lo and behold, he and I are the first ones there. We pull up to the top of the hill, and then we look behind us, and there's a car that pulls up, sees us, backs back down, and then drives away. And then before you know it, they're like fucking cockroaches just driving all over the fucking place looking for spots. This is before the transport's even there. So,
and not to mention, we're going against fucking people with full body armors too.
The thing is, I had a PD body armor on me. I had a PD service pistol, and when I shit you not, I maybe missed one bullet, and it just didn't matter. But then again, I probably had two guys shooting at me at one time because Piper was probably already
they
on
did
the ground.
focus fire because she was probably already down. Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
It's tough. Our backs are already against the wall before you guys even did this. You've already been counted 3 times. I mean,
well, and it's like you said earlier. It's like you said earlier. With every fucking gunfight we lose, it tanks the fucking morale more and more. You know. So it just seems to be the same two crews that keep doing it. It's the same two groups, at least from
the thing about it is I've come back from a situation like this, but never been so depleted on items before. Been so using the same shit for like multiple months.
Mm-hmm.
We've used like 60% armor. If we get lucky and get a PD armor, yeah.
This was my first time ever throwing on either a PD armor or a heavy armor. Every other time it's just been a regular old body armor. This was the first time I've thrown it on.
4 months, man. 4 months, and you're the first person to ever wear that fucking armor.
I mean, other people have used it. There's other people have used it. Like, people have been using PD pistols and armor, like, in gunfights, but they still get dropped, so.
It's, like I said, it's experience over other experiences. We're not a gun-savvy group. All of us are connected gun-savvy people, you know? You can get a gun, we can shoot it straight, we can hit the target, but if people got different angles and shit, there ain't shit we can do about that. I learned that when we were fighting over in Cougar Ave.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. You could be the best you can be in the best spots you can be and still get laid out from a further distance away. I learned that. So that place is probably one of the most difficult places to hold. You have to keep moving in that area or you're going to get fucked up. So
Yeah.
even out there, you guys are out in the middle of fucking nowhere. So of course they're gonna see every movement you guys make. That's even more shittier than the canals. You just you're on a higher mountain. That's it.
I mean, I'd much rather hold that spot down in the fucking canals, but
The thing is, you can't really spread out.
It just, I mean, it's besides the point. Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, these people have more, they've been together longer, they have more knowledge of the city, they've been shooting longer. It just is what it is. But we're not. The thing is hardly any of us can get into the city. So when we get into the city, our goal isn't to just fucking get into fucking fights and conflicts. Like,
yeah, because if we do,
gotta
and
make
there's
our
only
time
three of
count.
us, or someone has a head pop, or something of the sort happens, and we're down a person, I mean, it's back against the wall even further. It just makes it even harder. I can be here every single day, but if I go down just the same amount of times as I wake up, I mean, am I really doing much because I don't want to give up? Of course I don't want to give up, but the world is making it way harder than it needs to be for some reason.
Yeah.
Just gave up 3 racks for 3 lamps because we can't get to a fucking trap house. Like a whole bunch of weird shit that's been going on that we can't really get control of. We got to deal with the consequences and shit because there is no other option.
Well, I mean, the only other option we have is we just, in our own special way, just make an impact in the city and cause chaos. Whether it doesn't even have to be through fucking gunfights or anything. Like, we just need to be loud and cause disruption, like, you know, what we were told to do. And that doesn't have to include winning gunfights or being in gunfights. We can do that in other ways. And I think that if we could have control over some sort of process in the city that only we can do, it might deter some of these groups at least. If we can have power at least in control of certain objects and items, it might deter some people from fucking, you know, countering us every single transport or payday or whatever. So
hopefully it comes soon.
Well, man, thank you for the
right
follow.
Now we're you know, we gotta get back up again. You know.
I think right now what we're doing is we're trying to fight fire with fire here when we have a fucking match and they have a fucking a Molotov. Like it just.
Well,
we're trying to compete with
but
groups that it just in ways that we can't compete with.
No. I think we would have learned that from the first war.
Well,
we went into war with S&S pistols versus fucking ARs.
Well,
what the fuck were we gonna do against that?
I was hoping too, like, and I went into that war too, like, knowing damn well probably was going to happen. But the thing was, is at the time, even though we had shitty guns, we still had a lot of them, and we at least could go through a few fights. The thing is after our shit was, you know, run dry, people just kept wanting to fucking clap back and retaliating, even against other groups, when we couldn't do that. And the thing is we are putting ourselves, even though they're not other wars, we keep putting ourselves into conflicts that one little gunfight happens, and then after that we got nothing. So
we're feeding into the things that I talked about before. These groups and these guys will fight over anything. Yesterday, for example, Viper was talking shit to somebody, and lo and behold, she's getting chased.
Oh, I mean, funny thing about that.
By the grace of God, she got away, but still.
I mean, funny thing about that, it kind of happened earlier today as well. I won't get into specifics, but I pretty much watched that whole situation unfold again. So these
are things that we can't really do. We cannot continue to do that.
I mean, luckily this guy, I don't know who the fuck this guy was, but they fucked off. But it could have easily just been someone part of a group we had no idea who they were, and then 5 seconds later, fucking.
If they see someone in terror, they're gonna go right after her. We're gonna hear that
Your
radio.
Your fucking wife is in the ICU. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to and who the fuck's more important than that right now, but you need to be with her.
I'm gonna go, Smokey. I'm about to fucking shoot Dante.
Let's check your report. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Dante, this woman ICUs every time she gets shot down in a gunfight. If I had the fucking... I've done this whole thing fucking multiple times. It's...
Okay, Alex. Was it Alex?
Yeah.
I'm done with that report. I'm gonna go back out. If Nancy was able to, talk to your patient whenever she gets up, I believe the officers wanted to chat with her. But that's for you guys to sort out.
Well, yep. They could want to chat all they want, but she ain't gonna chat with them.
Caden, Dante.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you guys go. Take care.
So she might end up with a warrant out for her arrest.
Why?
Because when they were letting me go, they said that the only person that was being charged with anything was the one who was going to ICU.
Why? Okay.
So as soon as she wakes up, she needs to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. I can have my car outside the door, so. Thing is, she's getting out of the ICU, like, she's not gonna be able to run or anything. We're gonna have to fucking carry her out or limp her
Over
out.
your shoulder.
So.
Yeah. I think priority needs to be getting her in the car and getting her the fuck out of here when she wakes up.
Because I don't know if they're going to come back as soon as, I don't know if they're going to get notified once Nancy releases her.
Y'all talk to the EMS guy a bit. Is he willing to maybe delay letting cops know that she's awake?
We could
I
try
could-
to work that angle.
Yeah, because he seems upset with them anyway. So
Yeah, he's pissed at the